Hey everyone, this is IlluMiNaughty, and today we're going to discuss installing Veil. Veil is a payload generator which allow you to create custom payloads. Um, so in order to get that started, let's jump into our Kali machine. And first thing we're going to do is open up Firefox. Give it a few moments here. Again, I am running a virtual machine with a few virtual machines running in the background. Let's just get this. I had previously already installed Rails, but I'll walk you through the process. What you can do is you can type in Google Web Search, you can type in Veil Framework, and we'll go to the veil-framework.com. And if you scroll towards the bottom, you see the link to the Veil GitHub repository. So that's basically this page here. And you can click on clone or download, and we're going to click on copy the link here. And we can go ahead and close out of that. Now let's open up a terminal. And just as a recommendation, if you go to your places in computer, usually it's always a good idea to install any type of frameworks or applications that you tend to use in actually no, not the var folder, but your OPT folder. You see here, I previously installed Veil within my Linux Kali system. So, getting back to the terminal, let's go ahead and switch into our OPT folder. And just make sure we are in that folder. We can type git clone and then paste the GitHub link, click enter. Looks like this already exists again. Let's just go ahead and delete the Veil folder in there. And let's try this command once more. So it's pretty much cloning, and if we go back into our OPT folder, you can see the files that it just downloaded. So basically, what we can do now is close out of this, and if we type in ls, you can see the Veil directory there. So let's go ahead and change directory into there. And within here, as you can see, you have the veil.py executable. You can tell it's executable because it's in color green here within Kali. But the first thing before we got to do, we got to install all the libraries and files that we need in order to get Veil to run on your Kali machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to change directly into the config folder. And within the config folder, you can see two files, setup.sh and update-config.py. So we're going to execute the setup.sh, and we're going to run that. And we're going to go ahead and click on continue with installation. Now this is going to take quite some time to install. Basically, all I can recommend is to hang back and go through the installation process and wait till it's actually the installation for Veil is completed. So this video is going to be basically on how to install Veil, so I'm going to let it run through Basically, you're going to accept all the defaults, and if it requests to overwrite anything, of course, you're going to want to overwrite it. And we're going to nuke our uh, wine environment because I already have it previously installed. So let's just go ahead and nuke it. This will create a new real wine environment that we can use within our Kali machine. So we'll let it run so that way you can see the necessary steps. It's basically straightforward. Just accept the defaults selections, and if we request us to overwrite any files, of course, select to overwrite them. So I'm just going to hang back and let this all run so you can see the process of it from its beginning to the end of installing Veil on your Kali machine. So then we're going to install the Python into Wine. We'll click Next. We'll select everything as the default. Just click Next once again. We'll click on Finish after the Python setup. Now once the next application loads up, we'll click on Next. We'll select the defaults. Click Next again. And click Finish. Now moving on, we're going to install the PyCrypto. Click Next, select Defaults. Click Finish. Okay, now the Ruby installation should be installing. So we'll select English or your current language. Accept the license by clicking I accept the license and click Next. And we're going to leave everything as default. Just click Install. And we'll click on Yes. And we'll click Finish once again. We'll continue on with the installation of the Go libraries. And as you can see, you see these steps for each one. It lets you know, click Next, 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 Finish, overwrite if it requires it, and select the defaults. Next, 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 Install. Now, Altuit is another compiling language. And we'll unselect that show release notes. We don't need to see the release notes. And as you can see, it is pretty much completely done. Now we go back into our Rail folder and we type in period forward slash veil.py, run it. We should be at the veil prompt, and as you can see, we have the main menu. We have two tools loaded. Those available tools is one, evasion, which is what we will be using to generate custom payloads, and then ordnance, which allows you to select ordnance that are available within your command. Now I'm going to stop the video here so that way you can practice installing this or putting it onto your Kali Linux machine. And the next couple of videos will be on how to use Veil and create custom payloads. Basically, it's similar to MSF Venom. If you've used that or seen the other video that I've created regarding custom payloads. Other than that, remember this is just for educational purposes, and I do not recommend using any of these commands or files or exploits on any outside or public networks other than your own private network and within virtual machines, which is a safe environment for you to develop these skills and protect your users, your clients, your family, and whatnot. So once again, like the video if you do like it. If you don't like it, still click the like button, and it'll motivate me to make some more videos of this nature. Again, this is just for ethical hacking.